All right, so today what we're going to do, we're going to install LangServe. So let's go. All right, so let's just go ahead and create the folder. All right. Okay, so let's go inside to. There's nothing here. First thing, we need to make sure what Python installation we have, version. All right, yes. Now this is important. It has to be a minimum of 3.11, right? 3.11.x and above. Anything below, it's not going to work. All right, that being done, so this is something I do here that helps me set up my environment, tells me what to do. So now I'm just going to create an environment, right? We're creating the Python environment. And now we're going to activate it. All right. Let's activate it. Now we are under the LangServe. The LangServe installation heavily depends on Poetry, but I create this environment anyway so that I can control all the installations. It gives me a more modular structure. I don't have to install everything system-wide, right? So this gives me a nice little control. So next, we're going to install some dependencies. All right. So we're going to bring in, upgrade the pip, and then Langchain CLI, Poetry, and Langchain. This is the actual library. Please make sure you do that. So this is a must, okay? So let's do that. All right, so we're done with the installation. So let's clear the screen. And now we're going to go ahead and create our folder structure. And right now, what we have is this. This is our actual folder. And this is the VNV, Python environment folder. So we got nothing else in here. So now let's run this command. And this will first ask us whether to install some packages. And basically, this is asking whether we are going to choose any sort of template that Langchain offers. So we're not going to, so we're going to hit enter. All right, so this creates our folder structure for LangServe, and we can all check this like this, but I have a better way to see the whole structure. I try this command. You have to install this command using Homebrew, 2 levels of tree. Oh, so right now we have Docker file, README inside the app. This is our main file, server.py, and this is the VNV folder, and under packages there is nothing but a README, and this is the one of the most important one, which is the py project.toml, and this is a Poetry configuration file. I mean, this is where Poetry helps us install all the dependency needs for LangServe. Now that we have our necessary stuff in here, let's clear it and make sure what we have there. We have Langchain -- version. All right, and then Poetry -- version. All right, so we have what we need. So now let's install LangServe and all the other dependencies. Okay, so let's go. We're adding Poetry. All right, okay. So this I actually kept intentionally, because this is a recent development. I mean, not too long ago, I was doing it without any issues, but recent update to the Langchain core having a conflict with Pydantic version, right? For that, we have to go and check and update the pyproject.toml file to fix this. So let's go do it. So what we have to do now is we're inside that folder, and let's bring up our VS Code. Righty. Okay, so inside our folder structure, we go to this file, and this is where the problem coming from. Just installing something above version 2.0 is no longer enough. We have to have this guy. We have to have version above 2.74 and below 3.0. So this will match our Langchain core Pydantic version with LangServer's version. Now that we've made this change, while we are here, let's also create a .env file because we are going to be needing our API keys for OpenAI. All right, so once everything's said and done, this is what our API keys are going to look like in our .env file. So now we have our .env going and Pydantic fixed. So let's go back, clear the screen up. Let's run it again. All right, so we are done with all the installation that are necessary. But if we try to start our server at this point, let's see what's going to happen. All right, so it is failing and it's actually looking for runnable functions in there because by default the server.py is not ready. We have to make it ready. Let's go see how it's done. All right, so let's go under app and server.py and see this is where the runnable should be. And this is how we're going to be adding the route. But at this point, it says not implemented, right? So this is where what we need to implement. So let me go grab that. All right, so here it is. And here we are missing a few things like chat OpenAI, config, and chat prompt template. Let's go grab those. All right, so now we have our necessary libraries, chat OpenAI from Langchain OpenAI, chat prompt template from Langchain prompts, and decouple from config from decouple. Okay, and now if all the errors are gone, it's ready to go. Let's save this. Basically, what's happening here is that we're first grabbing our OpenAI API key, and creating a model, and then creating a prompt using chat prompt template where we're just giving it like, give me a summary about a topic in a paragraph or less, a very simple one. And now we're using LCEL, Langchain Expression Language, to create our chain. Simply chain equals prompt pipe model. And then we're adding that route. And the route consists of the app right here using Fast API, the chain, and the path. So after we create this route, it's going to give us an API endpoint to make our calls to, and the endpoint would look like /OpenAI. And the rest is just starting up a Fast API server using Unicorn, right? So now let's go back. Oh, there you go. It was hung there. It didn't find anything. So as soon as we fixed it, it just picked up and started itself. Now we have our API created, LangServe is up, and in here we have OpenAI /playground. And that's where we can actually go and start testing our API. And this is a recent development. Just because we have that Pydantic conflict. So normally Fast API creates a nice little docs. Let me show you. There you go. Normally it will give you all the necessary endpoints. But in here, it's actually telling you that the main endpoints that are going to be actually handy, the invoke, batch, stream, etc., are not going to be created. But that doesn't mean it's not going to create those endpoints actually to test, but that means it's not going to create in the docs. Because of that Pydantic conflict, it's unable to show us, all the necessary endpoints right here. Normally, as you know, we can actually test everything under Fast API, but because of that conflict, we can't. But we can definitely go to that playground. As you see here, clearly says OpenAI playground. So let's copy that and paste it right there. Boom. All right. So let's give it a topic and let's see. Boom. There you go. It starts answering you, and we can try something else. And this is the topic that we're giving from right here. This is the topic that we passed it along with our prompt created by chat prompt template and used in a chain, and then route goes ahead and automatically invokes that for us. All right. So basically, at this point, you're good to go with your LangServe installation. In a future video very soon, I'm going to show you how to use those and utilize those endpoints and create chatbots with it. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.